Alright guys, so we're continuing on with the MSQ as per usual. If you're here again, drop a like, leave a subscribe. Mango and Broccoli would like that very much. So, we're supposed to go meet with Cid Garland. But I'm over here. I was finishing up some quests to get some ether currents. We did that, so let's go meet with Estinien. Estinien would have you enlist the aid of Cid Garland. A force of sufficient power to break through a primal's defenses might conceivably grant us access to the Aery, and I can afford no better solution. Pray consult this engineer friend of yours. Very well, on the condition that you swear not to lure Nidhogg from his lair in our absence. And steal all the glory for myself, you mean? Nay, I am not selfish as that. Contact me by link pearl when your preparations are complete, and we shall set forth from Ishgard together. I suggest we rendezvous back at St. Rene's Forum, Olivia. From what I gleaned of the Holy Sea's decidedly ambitious airship project, Cid will still be in Ishgard. You hear that thunder? Alright, so now we gotta go what? To where? To St. Estinien's Forum? Well, I can just teleport. Alphano. I like how the word hose is just over his face. Yeah. When last you saw Master Garland, he was advising the Asgardians on the ailing airship, correct? In that case, he might still be at Camp Cloud Top. Failing that, we could try the airship landing, or mayhap even the Sky Steel manufactory. But let us not waste time searching aimlessly. Someone in the city is sure to know where to find him. The question is who? Sir Emeric would seem the obvious choice, but there's no guaranteeing he would be able to grant us an audience at short notice. Ah, I have it! Count Edmund's youngest son prides himself on knowing all of the Holy Sea's juiciest rumors. Let us return to the manor and see if Lord Emelian is about. Emelian the simp, you mean? Hey, do you know anything, bro? Have you seen? Hey, stop. Just talk to the right guy. Oh my gosh. Ah, the hero returns. How goes the fight, old girl? Well, I trust, In such of the Cid Garland, you say? Then say no more. The taverns are full of talk, and the name of said silver-haired genius has cropped up more often than most. I hear he has been tasked with getting that monstrous ship the Holy See commissioned to actually fly. 'Twould seem the project has been plagued with mishaps from the first. In any case, Garland Ironworks employees are known to frequent the airship landing, and I'll wager their master does too. The airship landing? Yes, I thought as much. Come, Olivia, we must find Cid and trouble him for his expert opinion. Later, E. That's what I said. Olivia, Alphano, how fare you both? Not terribly well, judging by your faces. Greetings, Master Garland. I am sure it will come as little surprise when I tell you we have need of a favor. Always you do, guys. Another wind barrier? And you say it was conjured by Nidhogg. The Enterprise could certainly take you where you need to go, but she would not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship his size, but not that agile. The Dravanians would fly rings around her. And if they took into their heads to incinerate the rigging, there would be precious little we could do to avoid them. But there must be something we can do. Some manner of weapon we could employ. Estinien stands vigil at the edge of the churning mist, but we do not know how much longer. All right. I didn't say it was impossible. I said it was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller boat. Biggs, Wedge, it's time we gave that new toy of yours a proper field test. Ah, what did they build? It'll probably be best if I let the lads show you. Come on, the manufactory's not far. Is it gonna be like some kind of speed bike? Like in Star Wars? The Mini Mary? What?
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
A mana cutter? Ooh. This is where this is from.
Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
The tiny Bronco. Shout out Cid.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them.
Oh, dude, don't mention it.
They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution.
Most elegant indeed.
I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
The
As a
design
true
does,
genius
however,
would.
come with one small flaw.
The energy conversion ratio is bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
Ah.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, lots of places you can't.
Nice.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off. If you'll forgive the pun.
Always, always. What's this? Oh, Tataru. Look at her little dress. It's got chocobos.
Tataru, what's happened?
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Ul'dah. It's about Her Grace, the Sultana.
Sultana. We're going back to that arc. the shocked Mughal. Shocked Lalafell.
Seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the mana cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds.
Nice. Continuing with those puns.
You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Raoban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
And of course, the Sultana's not dead. I knew it. I mean, not I told y'all. I knew it. Alright then, to Ul'dah then, right? I am as intrigued as you, Olivia. Shall we hear what news Tataru has brought us? Tataru has news for you from Ul'dah, a general summons. General Raoban says that they may have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts, and he wants you, by which I mean both of you, to go to the Waking Sands right away and help with the investigation. Come, Olivia. Pressing through Ishgard's plight may be. Our presence here will not serve to hasten the mana cutter's completion. Let us return to the troubled lands of Thanalin and lend what aid we may. Tataru, have our friends at the congregation send a message to Estinien. Tell him we have identified a solution to our problem, but that it will take some time to prepare. As you wish, Master Alphino. To the Waking Sands, Warrior of Light. 'Tis past time Ul'dah was delivered from this darkness. Pray return to the Waking Sands. I still have those tickets, but not with me, though. Whatever. Pray return indeed. I saw a lot of people dead right over there when we first started. It feels good to be back into these warm places, right? It just feels good to be in a warm place. Right now, like, the day is like nice and bright. It's breezy outside. It's a good gaming day today. It's also my day off. Robon. Nice
Thank you for
coat.
coming.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I
A
gather
lot
you
of
have made
those
progress in the search for her
special
grace.
massages.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
I see.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery.
Frontistery.
There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
Of course.
Lend some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady in waiting, Mariel.
So, like, the lady in waiting was kind of in cahoots, but not really?
We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar.
It's a Silver Bazaar. I love that place.
But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, warrior of light? Will you lend me yours?
Fear not, Robon. You have my
pity the
axe.
bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends, for Nanamo and for Ul'dah!
Hurrah! But, like, what's going on here? What was his name? The dude right there with the glasses? I forgot it. Our target is Mariel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting, a woman of Midlander heritage. I am told the two of you have met. Our sources indicate that she left the palace shortly after the incident and quietly rejoined the dwindling population of the Silver Bazaar. I suggest we begin by questioning the market's residents and confirm that Mariel is still in hiding there. Urianger, there, that's his name. He was talking with the Asians. What's going on? Like, why are we not gonna expand on that? And of course, not yet, right? Let's go. I like the Silver Bazaar, maybe mainly just because, like, it reminds me of like here, home, you know. Like where I live, it's like all dirt and like dried up plants. There is no sea close to me, but Mariel, she's here. Left the city for good, she says. Barely leaves her house though. Is that the one closest to the market entrance? That guy knows. But yeah, it's all dirt and like it reminds me of my house because I live like on a ranch. And you know, it's just stuff thrown everywhere, you know? Debris. Like a ranch home. It's really homey here. I like it here with the trees and the dirt and it's just at the edge of everything. And like where I live, it's literally like the edge, like the river to the border is like right there. And I guess like, you know, just being here reminds me of that. So yeah, what's your guys' favorite area, you know, of this game? Greetings, Olivia. What can I do for the Silver Bazaar's favorite adventurer? Looking for Muriel, you say? If you're hoping to lure her back to Ul'dah, you may as well give up now. The girl's done with city life. Kickapoo. It's been a while, man. Spotted Meadow. Do I know of any returning residents? Gods, don't tell me they're starting to come back. My master will not be pleased to hear of this. Who's left to talk to? There she is. I can cut her right now, guys. I could just chop her head off. Nobody would even know. Oh, why I oughta. Do not engage.
You are Muriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
Uh-oh.
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me.
And she had fake glasses. Nope. You.
General Alden.
How would she know that? Uh-oh. And two angry Lalafels. Cut her down right now, Raban.
We will have the truth from you, girl.
No. Uh-oh. What's he doing here?
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Lonorito, you'd best talk fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega.
Omega.
When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn. A new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim.
Her claim?
'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
So this was all a game?
And what of Nanamo?
She's kind of hot, though.
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Muriel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison. You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan.
Nah.
About the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
I don't know about that. That guy had a really mean smile.
You conniving little worm. You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve.
And what happened to
But of course,
the little dude?
When a new game begins, 'tis only
Forgot his
prudent
name.
to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine. Truth be told, a
Truth.
significant proportion of the Brave's initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution. Ah, Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire. Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed.
Dang. Okay.
Alas, Ilberd's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended.
I believe no word of
Which
this.
brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive. And preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
Not with you.
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Look at how many
Stay
teeth
your
he
blade,
has.
Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teledji Adeledji without trial?
Gee, they got
Though
you there,
acted
dude.
out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law.
You played your pieces.
If you would, Lord Lolorito?
That.
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation. You will find her grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
Hostage? We needn't take you hostage, boy.
I'll take your head on a pike.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
Okay. Okay. No, it's not night-night, Broccoli. You can come over here and chill.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Uldar shall once more be united under Nanamo Ulnamo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
Stop yelling. You know, I mean, she wasn't completely bad, but she is a baddie, if you know what I mean. Alright. Alf, you know, what say you? By the 12, I feared Lord Lotterito's arrival would herald another bloodbath. Little did I suspect that he of all people would gift us the means to rouse the Sultana. Awakening in Ul'dah. Alphino would see this dark chapter in Ul'dah's history brought to a close. Shall we also make our way to Ul'dah? I should imagine Bartholomew has been instructed to admit us. Man, look at that guy. He came prepared. Look at his helmet. Wow. Alright. Flame General Bond mentioned you might be coming. Please, this way if you will. Lots of cutscenes this time around. At least I don't have to do a lot of reading. All not tucked in, you know. How eerie. Why would just and no pillow either? Need to move on Chocobo doll. Need to craft that ASAP. How is she gonna drink that? You just gonna pour it on her forehead? Exactly. Hide it from us. We don't know how you did it, Raban. Been years. How long has it been?
I was having the longest dream.
Yeah, I'm wondering how long it's been too.
'Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands.
So cheesy. So cheesy! I don't like this armor.
Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she's none the worse for her slumber. I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Ul'dah into the hands of its citizens.
What does that mean, though?
Whatever path
Democracy?
she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
He's got his fingers crossed.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition. 'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
Yes. He's a lot of Felian.
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Wait, I have it. The Agrius, yes, well. 'Twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle.
The Galileans are making
and
moves.
ladies, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
War so soon? That's what you want now, isn't it, Lolorito? War bonds.
"'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same. I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves.
I don't think they're gonna listen to you, Alphino.
Among the recruits, there were those who supported our Order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes.
Yeah.
It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes.
Purge.
Though I think it unlikely. Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified Grand Company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low.
It was not your fault, man. It was Lolorito's fault.
I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to...
You see? At least you know.
As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more.
Comrades.
The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphino, proud member of the Scions.
I blush to speak thus of mine inner turmoil, but the fact remains there is no woman alive in whom I would rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might never have emerged from beneath the pall of my despair. An awakening in Uldar indeed, and Alphino has awakened to his potential. Let's see. Alright, what comes next? Alphino would know how things stand at the Rising Stones. We're going back to Mordona? Still no word from Master Garland. I hope this mana cutter of theirs is nearing completion. I am assured that her grace will make a full recovery. Aye, and Uldar too shall flourish once more. General Raban and his colleagues have matters well in hand, I believe. Lady Yugiri, a question if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Stones? Ah, yes, of course. You will be pleased to know that the 3rd Unit Braves abandoned Revenant's Toll when they learned of Captain Ilberd's defeat. The only blue uniforms to be seen there now are those worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Alphino. To me? I see. I am grateful to hear that at least some of our members were true to their oaths. Ere we return to Ishgard, I must go to the Rising Stones and thank the stalwarts for the service. It shall be my final act as Crystal Brave Commander. Will you join me, Olivia? You were there at the company's inception. 'Tis only fitting that you be present at its end. and I would appreciate the support. You got it, bro. That was a heck of a long time ago, it feels like. I've been playing a lot since then, man. There's an air of nostalgia about the place. Look at those legs. Commander, you're alive! And you too! What happened to you? Like, the last thing we heard of you is you just left a vial there for me to get framed with.
And Olivia too. I knew you'd scrape through.
Is that hoary boulder? My splendid crystal braves! I have wronged you, all of you. My promises of glory and salvation have brought you naught but blood and betrayal. Bah, you'll not hear us complaining. 'Twas a sight messier than expected, aye, but was still fighting for the freedom of all. Just like we swore. Ain't that right, mates? You humble me. I'm truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It is with the most profound regret, then, that I must...
That's enough of that, Commander. We know what you've a mind to say, and we ain't having none of it. We've talked it over, see? And we're all agreed. You can take our uniforms and strip off us our ranks, but we won't be no less of a company.
But the Crystal Braves... The Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideals upon which the company was founded live on. They bind us each other and to you.
Commander, Alpha, no. All minds are made up, so you may as well get used to it. Let us help the Scions. Let us help you find Minfilia and the others.
Is that Hoary Boulder in Coltonet? And I don't know who she is. My friends, after all that's happened, I know not what to say. Thank you, dude. Gonna cry again?
Oh, he's crying again.
It feels good to be back in here, dude. It's like we got everything's ransacked, but everybody's still here. Holes on, that's who that is. I sent Shinobi to spy upon the brass blades, and it would seem that Ida and Papalima's resistance accounted for a sizable number of the company's soldiers. All we know for certain, however, is that our friends' corpses were not found amongst the bodies they left behind. Wow, they went out fighting Ergamus. Who is this guy? We cannot have the Archons return to find their headquarters in such shambles. We must repair this damage if our minds are to focus. Now, where to begin? Effamy. I forget who this was. Olivia Deadgarden. I joined the Crystal Braves in hopes of following in your footsteps, and I do not regret the decision. Not even for a moment. Alrighty. If we scrutinize the Scion's records, they should provide us with likely locations to which the missing Archons might have fled. Put your mind at ease. It is for work such as that we have been trained. Alien of the Fall. I don't know if you would read during the goddamn feast. Flamin got ambushed by some third unit Kurd over in Limsa. I'm sure she danced free of those noose though. Ain't heard nothing since, but my guess is she laying low somewhere in the port. Pray excuse me. I have thought my tears spent. My grandfather used to say that one could measure a man by the consistency of his comrades. Mayhap I am the exception which proves the rule. Nay, do not protest. I know I am not worthy of their loyalty, Olivia. But as Thalax is my witness, I shall do everything in my power to earn it. Alphanor has matters to attend to at the Rising Stones. I must speak of future plans with the remaining Braves. Any information we uncover of the missing Scions will need to be shared with our allies across the realm, specifically Urianger in the Waking Sands and Tataru in Ishgard. While we are organizing our various channels of communication, I would ask that you call upon Master Garland at the manufactory. I will join you in Ishgard as soon as I am able. Then to Ishgard it is. Why, hello, Broccoli. Man, I've just been playing this game non-stop. I should be playing like Paper Mario or freaking Pokemon. But like I come home from work and I'm like, dude, I just want to get online and play Final Fantasy, dude. It's much easier to play this game. This game's really fun. I like it a lot. Too much, you would say. Olivia, how in seven hells do you do it? I was just about to send for you. We have but this moment completed the Mana Cutter's first successful test flight. A few minor adjustments and she'll be ready to go. While we see to the finishing touches, you might want to pay a visit to Full Top Mana. A dragoon by the name of Estinien was looking for you. Man, you haven't met Estinien yet, Cid? I think you guys would hit it off. You guys, both of you, fly high. I think Cid would have liked that pun. Estinien, what are you doing here? You have fulfilled your obligations to the Old Dons, then. Mistress Tataru has been keeping me apprised of the situation. Once I learned of these mana cutters, the Master Garlands, were nearing completion, I saw no reason to tarry in the mists. For the present, Nidhogg seems content to remain in the Aery, plotting his revenge. Might not this be an apt moment to unfold our plans to Sir Emeric? I think we have kept him in the dark long enough. So then we're going to the Knights Holy of Thou First Communion. Let us start the final cutscene. I think we'll end it after this quest. That was a lot of cutscenes for this, dude.
All stands ready, Lord Commander.
Ah, the moment has come then.
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the mana cutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
Even after just the first test flight?
The area is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point.
Honestly.
Were it not for Master Alphino's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons. Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isard taught us much.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinien told.
Aye. 'Tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hraesvelgr.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
In this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiamat, and put the Great Worm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
Really?
Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus, you believe an assault upon the Aery represents the city's best chance of survival. Is that not so, Estinien?
I am under no illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary. But with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source. Victory will be hard won, even so. And I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
Literally, dude, I'm a warrior.
You shall have my blade as well. There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
Lord Commander, no!
Lord Commander!
How can I, a proud knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital. Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
You drive a hard
There
bargain.
are others.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander. What? You too, Master Alphino? By the Fury. You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
He just stopped him right there like, stop, Alphino. You can't. Across my arms.
Your candor is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
No, he won't.
Well, my friend, would seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers, and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm, 'tis surely we too.
Damn right. Why do I give him that look? I guess. We got this, dude. Why would you give him that look? Night. What do you mean, dude? It's like 1 in the afternoon. Oh, no, it's like 2. Seat of the Lord Commander. I have pricked Master Alphino's pride, I fear. But had I been less forceful, the boy would have insisted on accompanying us to the Aery. Do not think me blind to his talent. With a few more campaigns under his belt, I have no doubt that Alphino will make a fine field commander. But one does not practice on an adversary such as Nidhogg. We shall be hard-pressed enough without the added worry of carrying a novice. Yep. We can't have him failing everything. So then the next one, Estinien is eager to set forth to the Aery. We'll make this the last one because we get the mana cutter key and we can write it now. And the last ether current. We'll make this the last quest. All right. We have tarried long enough. Let us call upon Master Garland and take possession of the mana cutters. All right, let's skadoodle. I didn't even know we could go behind this. What? Olivia, old friend, the cutters are ready when you are. The finer adjustments cost us a few sleepless nights, but we got there in the end. Which means you can get where you need to go. I tell you, these little beauties will turn through the wind barrier like a summit drilled through cottage cheese. And that, my friends, is a Garland Ironworks guarantee. You have all thanks. Come, Warrior of Light. The dread worm awaits. Where were you, Estinien? Here we go. To the Aery. Man, we cut right through that mana. Is that Nidhogg? Got blasted, dude. Whoa. Like Medusa's snakes. Why didn't you do that to begin with? Gotten him off my back. Wow, he's mad. Is that Nidhogg? so I can set my sights on the enemy. Cut the mana, Olivia. There we go. This is where the dungeon starts. The Aery. Alright. Let's turn our stank stance on. Let's go. I really appreciate that I can do this just like on my own accord, you know? Do it how I want to do it. Get the treasure chests. Get all the loot. And I don't gotta worry about some person being like, oh, you pull it, you tank it, right? Enough of this area and its thunder. Where is Nidhogg? Ooh, look. Sea serpent. Rangda. Alright, what's the max? Alright guys, here we go. Pull it. Face it north. Our buddies, I guess, don't get hurt. And we got ads. Come on now.
Know your folly.
Look at that. Temple Bannerang knows exactly what to do. Yeah, I gotta go take this over here to this tower. I know what to do with this thing. Alright, Ragnar, that's it. You're done. By the gods, we did it! There's no time for celebration, men. We must continue on. Let's check what the treasure gives us. An Orthodox bracelet of bending. Can I equip that? Yeah, there we go. What are these eggs? I think they are, right? Pay no mind to the eggs. A terrible dragon appears before you. What is this? I evaded the attack, I guess. Here's again. Flex. Flex on him. There you go. Fell cleave right to the face. Gaius Cutus. Here we go again. Alright. Yeah, get away from that. Obvi. Gas. Get out of the flammable gas. Oh, it floated. Body slam. Let's get close. We figured it out. The mechs are easy. Darn, he didn't even get to use his little fire attack. Aww. Alright, what do we get next? Ah, why am I getting healing stuff? I don't even have a white mage or anything. Gonna be one more mini boss or what? Sha. Oh, dude, that guy barely made it. He's like, holy shit. I've been walking this ground for this whole time and that almost fell on me. Alright, it looks like we've made it to the main seat. Even then, this doesn't look like the last place. What the hell? What is this? We gotta deal with each one individually? Oh my! Oh wow! Take him out! Take him out! Take him out! Nice! We're done here. Ugh. Is that it? Defeat Nidhogg. Alright. Big boss coming up. There he is. Twas Nidhogg himself. Well, that wasn't very intimidating. Get over here, big boy. Imputed mortal. Would use mine own eye against me. Seems easy enough. Just stay away from that. Stay away from there.
Know your fault.
Hit it with the spell, please. Alright, here we go. Different mech. Seemed easy enough. Alright, here we go. Again with the thunderbolts, right? Ah! DPS check, DPS check. Nah, dog. We beat the DPS check. We shall see whose rank is greater. See? Done. And she's got our back. That's the Temple Church. Done. Suck, Nidhogg. Ooh! Right on the head. Now he's just flying away. Wait, what? I mean, we completed it, but did we win? No. Nice. Look at this place, this lair. Let us leave this cursed place. I got a whole Mistleton. Can I even use that, or is that also a healing thing? It is, right? Gosh, why did I just get a whole bunch of healing stuff? Is that like telling me you should be a healer? Oh, he's coming in jet speed. Stop. Ooh. It's like using a flash bomb. Yeah, they're taking stuff right out of Monster Hunter right here. White Dragon, Fatalis. This would be like Dark Fatalis right here. Shut up. What, he became like a dragon for a moment or something? Or what?
No worm! This ends here!
Nice. Olivia, you're just like sitting around, dude. Help the man out. Throw a tomahawk. Karate chop. There's his face. Oh! Happened? Dude. He took his other eye.
You
Yo.
gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
Dang. Is his armor just red because of blood now? And now we have tuned ourselves to what? crystal? There it is. Got ourselves 3 emeralds. Well, that was exciting. What is this? Is that Estinien? Going on?
They are ours, Lord Eldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg.
Aye. The worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world.
Wait.
But behold the terrible price we have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain. We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
But not in vain, my lord. Hraesvelgr is the only great worm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair. With Nidhogg's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
This doesn't look good.
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
But Lord Haldreth, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, 'tis plain that Ishgard has no need of a king. But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown. Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
So like now they want to attune. Is that how you say it? For their sins? And Estinien just gave him those eyes, or what?
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldrath and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
A man of a trade. Nice.
We four, then.
For what?
Forton, Hylanat, Dirender, and Zemail. But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
Not that big.
And
bro.
what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more, we must assume the role of stewards. We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded? You have borne witness to history. To the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg.
Okay.
The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted. And with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. Thus, did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon. A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt, save on one point. If Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull?
I can have one?
Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried.
That seems so easy to do. Barely an inconvenience.
'Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side. I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph. But we must first have words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
All covered in blood. Though Nidhogg is fallen, my heart is yet heavy, and the stain of corruption pleases me not. When all has been put to rest, I must needs forge my armor anew. There we go. Rebirth. We got ourselves all the Ethernet currents, a new mount, and the next song begins. Estinien would know the origin of Nidhogg's mysterious eye. And we'll see to that next time. That was enough. That was a big old dungeon, big old battles, a lot of cutscenes. So yeah, thanks guys for being here. I'll see you guys on the next one.